Good evening everyone, Marcy from Dragon's Treasure Hoard. Now it's been about a week, 10 days I believe, since I've last done an update about items that I would be listing. Now I have been quite busy. I think I had about 20 or 30 parcels to send out again after Sunday. And since I work night shifts Sunday and Monday, well, I only have a few hours to deal with that. But I've got most of the parcels shipped out by today and I'm gonna have a little tidy up. Sadly, from last weekend's auction I only managed to get one box of porcelain and pottery, and most of that is a set, so there's not much we can discuss about that. But while I was tidying up my packing material, I found a small box containing these items. And I thought it would be rather nice to have a closer look at. Yes, if you're thinking that's Greek, yes indeed it is. Gold plated, made in Greece. This one is actually made in Greece. I've got this one saying Takis Hellas handmade. I have tried to look up to see if I can find some more information about the maker, but sadly not. Now these aren't tremendously old. I think these two are from the 90s. This one might be 80s. Sadly, as you can see, it's got a few chips on the edge. Nevertheless, still a nice piece. What was also in the box is this little French Limoges one. Sadly, it's been cracked and repaired before I got it. I'm thinking that I might sell the whole lot as one unit and do an auction. I mean, I've had a quick look at these. Auction on eBay. A quick look at these. I see people asking anything from a £5 to 150 quid for them, which is a bit mad. I would say the large one on its own, 10 to 15 is a reasonable price. Now normally they do come with a lid about yay high, little spire on it, but I've not got that. Anyway, that will be one lot. Now the next thing I was going to was a box of, well, more like a crate of pottery that I got a few weeks ago but didn't get a chance to list. It took me a moment to figure out what that was. I'll give you a moment to think about it. Rather nice as it looks. Well, it took me a moment to figure out. Like, these come with a brass stand that would sit about, brass or marble, would sit about yay high, and then you would have about, can't even get that in the camera. It basically is the base of a vase. Would be about half a meter, 70 centimeters tall. Sadly, I only have the foot piece and I'm not quite sure what to do with it unless someone needs it as a replacement. Now, I picked items out of it. I've gave them a wash because basically it was quite dirty. I think someone must have left them out at one point. I have not looked up, that is marked Hamden. I have not looked up models, marks, makers yet on these. I only had a look at it while I was washing them. Sadly, that's got a small piece missing. But since it's not got England or anything stamped on it, that might predate. When did the trade law come in? 1880 somewhere. So that's a proper antique. No maker mark on that, just a W there. I'll have a look at that later as well what it is. It should have a pattern. It seems to be gilt. Again, if it's got no maker, could be pre-1900s. Now these, not that exciting, I mean not to me. Nice flower pattern, gilt edge. I've got 4 of these in very good order. Touches green sleeves. I recognise the pattern because I got quite a bit of teacups and saucers from that one. First time I've got dinner plates of them. Now normally I wouldn't do individual saucers, side plates, but most of these are quite old, and that's nearly see-through if I hold it up to the light. Gladstone China, made in England. Now I can't see any date marks on it, but I would say that it's definitely pre-war, 1930s somewhere. Now I have seen a similar pattern of that one, like, oh, Glencoe. L, that could be a date letter. I would say Edwardian. Nice red pattern, the gilt on the edge is a bit worn off. I've got two of these. Hawthorne, England. I put that up as a set, I don't know. Now I've got three of these. Again, no maker. Gilt. It is quite worn. And having a close look at it, those are hand painted. And since it's not got a maker mark on it, it was either not meant for export from the start, or just not bothered to market. I would say that could be 1880s or earlier. So about that. Next one's funny, because I initially thought it was more or less the same design. It's got one extra lemon on one, and those looks to be berries and those cherries. I got two Crown Ducal ones, Nordic citrus, detergent proof, so that'll put us somewhere 60s, 70s. And the other one that looks like it is a Wedgwood, dated 1961. Denby. Now I was looking at these, I got two of them, and it was quite funny because the back stamps on them are different. Same pattern but different. I had a set that I sold a few days ago of about 13 pieces, and while it was the same pattern, while it was the same pattern, it had three different back stamps on it. Forts, China, England, with a little swan. Again, as it's only marked England and not made in England, that will be about 1920s and earlier. Now I'll be listing these in the next days. I am going away for the weekend, going back to Belgium for a few days, so I'll try and get something interesting back. But in the meantime, yeah, I'll do my best to get these listed in the next days, and then we'll see where we go next week. Hopefully I'll get something interesting and that I can show you. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed that. If not, I do apologise. And happy bidding if you want to buy it.